Hi there, I'm Adam Pearce. I'm the winemaker at Two Sisters Vineyards, and we're in the Niagara River Sub-Appellation in Niagara wine country. So we're on a 70-acre vineyard here. We have 10 acres of Chardonnay planted where we are right now. It's a beautiful appellation running from south Queenston all the way to north, basically just to the lake, and we're abutted on the east by the Niagara River Appellation. That gives us some really nice moderating effects from south to north. We get the Niagara River Gorge draws the early spring cold air into it. We're moderated by the large body of water to our north as well, and that varies all the way along the appellation itself, as well as so that results in us having a little bit of an earlier spring and a little bit of a later fall, which adds up to a few more growing degree days, which makes us happy as wine growers and winemakers. Every little bit usually helps in each vintage. The soil structure itself changes. There's a lot of varying, but it's fairly consistent in that we are sandy clay loam all the way from the south to the north, a little bit heavier clay as we get closer to the Lake Ontario. And that what that does is that helps with like water retention capacity. So you'd have a little bit of less water retention to the south where it's a little heavier sand. We enjoy a little bit more clay. So in a dry, hot year like this, which it's very hot out here right now, it's about 40 degrees, we have the benefit of a little bit of water retention capacity. So a little bit more than the south of the. So that helps the vines dig deeper. We're really helping them to dig their tap roots down deep. Look for water as opposed to having the water available right at the surface. So you can see in the actual soil. I mean, it's very dry, but we've got a lot of, it's like I said, we're a deep clay loam over top of a heavy clay subsoil. We've got a lot of river rock in here as well, which is left over from our old. At one point, this was an old glacial. An old lake. The river was higher, the lake was, this was all underwater. So we have some varying degrees of soil. We're constantly picking rocks through here, these ancient old rocks, and you see the odd interesting little fossil as well in here, which is kind of cool. What that all translates to eventually is that, for our Chardonnay specifically, is that because we have bud break a little bit earlier, ripening starts a little bit earlier, it's all about acidity for me with Chardonnay, so we don't have to wait till the end of the season to have fully ripe flavors, and then our acids are maybe a little bit lower than I'd like them. I feel like our ripeness comes on a little bit earlier, so we can still pick with the acidity we want, but also get the body, fruit, and texture out of the grape ultimately that we're looking for. So that's in a nutshell what we can expect from Niagara River Chardonnays, and a little snapshot of our appellation here. Cheers from Niagara River.